back in the win column as the host, the visiting Ottawa BlackJacks. Welcome to the broadcast. Dunung Bolster here. Well, it's been a tale of two halves for the Brampton Honey Badgers, starting out the season 7-1 and looking like potentially the best team in the East. However, they've been losers of their last 5 and now sit at 7-6, and it comes at a bad time as the Ottawa BlackJacks come into town, having some momentum, creating an identity for themselves, and also looking like a team to be reckoned with. Winning their last game by 23 against the Niagara River Lions, the Honey Badgers will have a lot on their hands here today. And not to pile on the bad news, but for the Honey Badgers, they'll be without their two best offensive players in Sean East and Cam Tyson here today. So for Coach Serta and his staff, they'll have to get creative and also incorporate some new pieces into this offense as well. With more about that, we got Matt Bonomi and Joe Razzo on the call. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you, Dee. Matt Bonomi alongside the coach, Joe Razzo. And Joe, as Dee mentions, a little bit of a slide here for this Brampton Honey Badgers team, but help is on the way. Justin Hamilton, 6'11", and Trenton Flowers, 6'9", new pieces that we'll see tonight for this Brampton squad.
Yeah, you know what? All streaks start at 1, and if you're Brampton, you got to get back on it. They're still above 500, so they just have to start off with 1.
All right, let's take a look at the matchup stats for tonight's contest between Brampton and Ottawa. And a couple of things that stand out here. Both teams like to score the rock.
Yeah, and Ottawa's done a better job of it. You know, they've done a real nice job of catching us, especially of late. But they're the two best rebounding teams in the league. You know, Ottawa at number 1, Brampton at number 2. So both of them get to the boards. And you got to watch the turnovers. That's a key effort on both these teams. Lots of familiarity here. It should be a good game.
One of the things for Ottawa as well, they are first in the Canadian Elite Basketball League in blocks per game. That's thanks to Christian Roller, who's 6'9", and Alex Fudge, who is a freak athlete, 6'8".
And their 1.5 blocks each per game are, in Roller's case, is less than 10 minutes a game. And in Fudge's case, is less than 20 minutes a game. Now you add Isaiah Moore to the lineup. This team will lead the CEBL in blocks, and that number may go up even higher now.
Now, Brampton also 10th in the league, which is last in field goals made per game with 31. Does that height inside Ottawa's side of things on the defensive end discourage Brampton from challenging in?
I thought Brampton challenged real early in the season, and I think a little bit of their roster change will help them get the ball inside again. I think this 5-game losing streak has had a huge effect on some of their stats.
As Joe mentioned, losers of 5 straight are the Brampton Honey Badgers, and the man that's looking to turn the tables tonight is head coach Alex Serta. He's standing by with Dee.
Coach, obviously without Sean and Cam here tonight, but got some exciting new pieces in Trent and Justin. How do you hope to use them and incorporate them in today's game?
Yeah, we had some really good practices. We made some good deposits. I've coached against Trent for a few seasons now, so to be on the same side of him is could be great for a basketball team. So just get him acclimated. But basketball at the end of the day is basketball. It's a simple game.
On the other side, Ottawa's slowly starting to find their chemistry and establishing an identity for themselves. What's your biggest concern with them here tonight?
Yeah, stopping Javante Smart. We got to stop him and make sure that we contest every shot, make him score through bodies. And Isaiah Moore, just got to make sure we keep him off the glass and go from there.
Best of luck tonight, Coach. Back to you guys.
Good stuff. Thank you, Dee. We're going to take a short break, but stick around. It's an Eastern Conference battle. The Honey Badgers hosting the BlackJacks here at the CAA Center. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Welcome to a new CEBL season.
It's been amazing, Canada basketball, to put that platform and give guys an out.
The crowds were bigger, the players got better, the quality of the game got better.
You gotta love it, Canadian Hoops.
Fasten your seatbelt tonight because we're gonna have some high energy and some high flying stuff.
This is the trail, this is the real, it's all that I gotta take. I'm in my zone.
No shortage of emotion, no shortage of intensity as anticipated.
Sliding away. What a block from behind.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Back inside the CAA Center, it's the site of tonight's Eastern Conference battle between the Honey Badgers and BlackJacks. And Joe, in the spirit of the FIFA World Cup, you're standing by pitch side with some keys to the game. First, for the Ottawa BlackJacks, presented by CDIC.
Okay, this provincial derby could have major impacts on the standings. So let me start off with Ottawa. Play through your strikers. Smart and Moore are the keys. Go through them a lot. The D needs to be where you start your offensive barrage. This team has an opportunity to be a great run-out team. If they can play defense and develop turnovers, they can get out. And don't allow the Brampton to keep you forcibly from the outside. You got it from your goal. You got to make sure that you don't settle if you're Ottawa. You got to attack the rim.
And for the home squad, Honey Badgers, their keys to the game presented by CDIC are.
So a lot of new people here. Minimize your ambitious attempts. So I'm talking about taking quality shots here. That's all that is. And then quality production from your reserves. The bench needs to help. It needs to step up. If they can outscore Ottawa's bench, that will be a great sign. And then take advantage of your training schedule. In this case here, they've had 3 back-to-back practices, which is a rarity in the CEBL.
And you did it all without a hydration break, Joe. You're making us proud every day. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups here for both squads. First, for the visiting Ottawa BlackJacks, it'll be Kobe Elvis, Javante Smart, Alex Fudge, Isaiah Moore, and Marco Maltich. They are coached by Justin Mazzulla. And for the Brampton Honey Badgers, it'll be Tyrese Hunter, Josh Omajafo, Matthew Moncrief, Keon Ambrose Hilton, and Justin Hamilton, who is making his Honey Badger debut. They are coached by head coach Alex Serta. All right, Joe, your players to watch. First for the BlackJacks, it is Isaiah Moore.
Yeah, Isaiah Moore is a high flyer, energy guy, got 10 rebounds his first game. He can score the rock, and he's an energy guy, but you got to be careful if you're Ottawa because he can give energy and he can sometimes take it away. So Isaiah Moore is somebody you got to watch, and he really has brought the juice and made them a much better team. Give him a chance to catch the ball above the rim, he will, and he'll do some damage.
Like you mentioned, double-digit points in his debut with this Ottawa team this season. Spent some time with Edmonton to start, but 100% from the field in his debut game the other night against the Niagara River Lions. And Joe, your player to watch for the Honey Badgers is Tyrese Hunter.
Tyrese Hunter's the veteran now. His role has changed. Here's a guy who's averaged 10 points a game, started half the season, has come off the bench, done the job, but now his role will be, he will be the conductor of the band. So we'll look out for him to have a huge game if Brampton's going to get it back on the winning track.
Hunter going to be one of those conductors, as Joe mentioned, that will try to get things on the correct track tonight. So this is the third of 4 meetings between these two teams on the season. Brampton has won both of those meetings. Both took place within about a week's time. There's a season opener here for Brampton on May 15th, and then on May 21st, the Honey Badgers went on the road and took care of business in Ottawa. The tip-off is presented by Spalding, the official game ball of the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
I look at the makeups right off the bat, Matt. You know, in Brampton's case, they're getting a chance to start 3 quality Canadians who really produced this year. And in Ottawa, they're usually start 2. And the one that I want to keep my eye on is Kobe Elvis, because talk about a player who came in, found his role, got the opportunity, shooting the ball way better this year than he ever has in his career. So congratulations to him, and watch out for him to leave an impact.
BlackJacks are ready. Honey Badgers are ready. We are ready. Let's play some CEBL hoops from the Flower City. Tip-off won by the Honey Badgers wearing their pinstripe whites. Ottawa rocking the black and red unis. Here's Hamilton up top, the newcomer. Hunter Keon Ambrose Hilton back up top to Hunter. Ambrose Hilton inside, can't get the roll. And fighting for it is Hamilton, offensive board. He turns, fires, and hits.
Yeah, I like the idea of Brampton right off the bat. Everything was to the rim. Created a second chance opportunity.
Hamilton, a pair of seasons in the G League. Bucks and Nuggets affiliates. Most recently, Elvis might have gotten away with a walk there. Resets, he's got Moncrief on him. 5 on the shot clock. Ottawa bleeding the possession. Elvis, 3-ball up and no good. Ambrose Hilton there to rip it down.
It's never a good possession for Ottawa if Javonte Smart doesn't get at least one touch.
Hunter inside, challenging. Kind of an awkward shot there, and it is pulled down by Isaiah Moore. In transition, and the pass too much to handle. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Fudge.
I was just ready to say, don't make turnover. Live turnovers will kill you against Ottawa because they run the ball out, and part of it is their posts can handle the ball.
Officials for tonight, crew chief is Tommy Wu. Umpires are Rob Caparici, Fei Shang. And right there, Matthew Moncrief says, get out the way.
I love that take by Moncrief. Big step over. He's got Miletich on him, and he is making no bones about it. He's looking to attack.
Only played 16 minutes against Scarborough in the last outing, so he's looking to turn things on. Fudge up with the left for 2.
Both Fudge and Isaiah Moore can get way above the rim, and they've got some nice, they're quick with the ball too if you give it to them.
Fudge had 12 points in each of the first 2 meetings against Brampton. 7 double-digit point games this season. And now 14 played. Here's Omajafo backing his way inside, and he got a bad bounce on the layup.
Ottawa uses a 2-3 zone there on defense.
Smart hesitates, drives inside, gets the roll.
Now you got to do a better job of containing Smart if you are Brampton.
Smart, last season's CEBL scoring champ, averaging 26 a game. Moncrief. Hunter, 3-ball, and wedgie in between the rim and the backboard, so that'll be a jump ball back the other way.
Hamilton already, you could just feel a little bit of nervous energy. You could see his sense of he's a little tired right off the bat.
A big fella from Charlotte, North Carolina, by way of Kent State. 3-ball up, Smart. And right there, Moncrief with an easy board.
2 early shots for both these teams.
Here's Hunter. Moncrief now trying to play some bully ball there. Grabs the offensive board. Hunter calling for the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Hamilton comes to the top of the key and denied at the rim. Hunter. Miletich pulls up, fires, and falls well short of the rim.
A lot of guys will meet you at the rim on this Ottawa team.
Here's Omajafo. Too much dribbling there, and Fudge picks the pocket. Here goes Fudge down the middle of the lane, dishes off, and how many times have you seen this?
Never seen it in one quarter.
Twice in about a minute there.
Good transition teams on offense usually start with the ability of your posts to run. In the case of Ottawa, both these posts not only run well without the ball, if you give them the ball, they'll push it, and they won't slow it down. So they'll create 5-on-4, 4-on-3 situations.
Moore at the free throw line. There was a foul against Brampton on that stuffed possession there. Mentioned Moore started the season with Edmonton, 15 points per game in 5 games. Knocks down the pair.
Now Moore's real comfortable in Ottawa. He's been there for part of 2 seasons.
Spent time in the G League this past season. 3-ball is up, and Tyrese Hunter's got.
Yeah, that's just bad communication by Ottawa after the made basket. They get back in the 2-3 zone.
Give Hunter a second to get set there, and he'll burn you. Trying to bank that 3-ball in was Fudge. Moncrief doing the ball handling. Hunter telling him to go to work, and he had the shot if he turned. Instead, Moncrief gets it back on the perimeter. Hunter steps back, inside 10 on the shot clock. Ambrose Hilton trying to put the moves on, up with the right, can't hit, and it's pulled down there. That was Moore who picked it up. Maletic in transition, and Brampton slow to get back on D.
Yeah, when you're not sure of your shots or you take a bad shot, then you're playing in Ottawa's hands. Ottawa's going 2-3 zone, and part of the reason is they don't like the matchup of Maletic on Moncrief.
Here's Hunter. Ambrose Hilton inside, switches hands, can't hit, and another board there for Moore. Smart in transition, challenging, blocked from behind, but a foul is called.
So we talked about, the ability of Ottawa to block shots. Well, that reputation helps you on defense sometimes. Everybody for Brampton going to the rim, you can see it a little tentative. The first take was strong, but after one block or the ability of them to block shots, all of a sudden you're seeing people looking out for the shot blockers.
We'll follow at CEB League on all social platforms to stay up to date on stats, storylines, and more for all 10 teams in Canada's Pro Basketball League. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Trenton Flowers making his debut. This is where G League experience from the coaches really shows, because they're used to having people come in day of, day before, and finding a way to use them.
Inside, right there. Oh, early impact. Flower flushes.
Do you get the assist when you pass to yourself?
He'll take it. So Flowers wasting no time getting on the board. Thomas, and pick from behind, and it'll go off of Thomas out of bounds.
Myron Thomas, a newcomer to Ottawa. He's been there. This is his third time on the team.
Ottawa with a single-point lead here at the CAA Center. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back on the other side. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem YouTube and CEBL Plus. Stick around.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh yeah, like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Trenton Flowers wasting no time getting involved. A little self-assist there and a big slam.
Yeah, Trenton Flowers brings a heck of a reputation to Brampton here. Here's a guy who came right out of high school, decided to forego the NCAA route and went to Australia and started his pro career there. Guy who's got some NBA games under his belt. A real nice athlete, shoot the ball well from the outside, and once he gets himself a little bit accustomed to being here, this guy's got an opportunity to make his mark.
So the Clippers and Bulls, two-way contracts with each. NBA experience, someone that they're happy to have here in the Flower City. Hunter inside, had the shot. Here's Flowers up with the right. No roll, and a foul called against Ottawa. That was Tigra Ize, and was fouled down low. That foul will be against Justin Njak-Tejore.
Ottawa again comes out and shows a 2-3 zone. Sometimes the best time to change defense is on the other team's timeout. Add little confusion.
Here's Flowers. Ball on the perimeter, Ambrose Hilton. And Flowers was fouled. So now it's his turn. Looks like it might be on the shot. And they're going to give him 2 shots.
So during this 5-game losing streak Brampton's had, I felt one of the problems they've had is that the ball stopped way too much. Early in the season when they were playing their best basketball, the ball moved. and there was very little pauses. The ball kept moving, forcing closeouts, forcing the defense to close out and taking advantage of it. They seemed to be getting away from it, but I thought that during that stretch, there was way too much dribble without pass.
And how much of that is because of a player like Sean East not being here, or Cam Tyson, who are the offensive pieces that bring the ball up the floor and also are heavily involved?
I think that they were there early and they did a real nice job together. I think it's when you start adding the third and fourth pieces that happens.
So Ottawa responding with a quick three there. That was Thomas knocking it down, other side of the floor. And Taj Green misses from deep, fresh 14 for Brampton. Flowers trying to make his mind up here, passes to Hunter, off the back rim, and right there, Dubinsky pulls it down.
This is an area where Brampton's got some issues right now based on their roster, shooting the ball from the outside.
Cam Tyson, the top three-point shooter in the league, not with the team right now. Golden State Warriors at Summer League. Smart driving inside. And Jacques Tejore thought twice there as Green was looming, and Jacques Tejore now drives, and it's a kick ball. It'll be Brampton Rock as subs come in.
So Myron Thomas comes off the bench. He knocks down a three. And Jacques Tejore goes baseline. But when you go baseline, you got to go with a reason. And that reason can't be just as a passer. You got to show your willingness to score. He leaves his feet, and then he gets himself in a bad situation.
So one of the subs in for Brampton here, Brandon Muntu, who is another pickup by the front office here as of late. He'll do the ball handling right now.
You know, a Canadian guard who can defend.
Out of Calgary, Alberta. Hamilton up top. We've got three newcomers here for Brampton on the floor. Hamilton fading and knocking.
That's a big-time shot by Hamilton. But this 2-3 zone by Ottawa is one to protect certain players on defense, but the other one is to have Brampton show they can shoot the ball.
Kind of a prove-it setup. Here's Smart, top side, no good, and Moncrief pulls down the rebound, almost tosses it out of bounds. Here's Moncrief, head of steam, spinning inside. Oh, he smoked the dunk, but a heck of a move by Matthew.
And then it looked like Roller may have touched the ball going through the rim.
But so, yeah, leads to a bucket at the other end.
But how quickly Ottawa can come back and score on you.
Thomas paying no attention to the defensive end, and just like that, things falling apart on the last two possessions here for Brampton.
The same turnover we saw down here by Jacques Tejore, we just saw it again. Player going to the middle, not with the intention of scoring, but the intention of passing, leaving their feet, and then the quality of pass. You know, you're at somebody's ankles and you get a turnover.
So Smart checks out of the game, and he walks in front of Brampton's bench. Walking all the way down the floor. 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Here's Thomas challenging inside, body no call. Right there on the second attempt. And now headed to the line are the BlackJacks. It'll be Christian Roller.
So Christian Roller averages about 9 minutes a game, but has a huge impact, much more than the 9 minutes, between block shots and good quality scores inside.
Well, Cal Tire is a proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com. Roller in his fourth season in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Started off with a pair in Montreal, now in his second with Ottawa. It is really awesome to see guys, not one-and-done guys. They'll come here for a year and then go to another league, but this is where they want to be. And Christian Roller out of Toronto is the perfect example and epitomizes the dedicated Canadian hooper. Here's Hunter. Lead up to three now. Trying to grab the offensive board, and he does. That's Hamilton. Hunter has a lane, goes up inside, and elevates over top of Roller.
There's the good zone attack. Reverse, hit the gap, and attack the middle.
So a 5'9" Hunter challenging a 6'9" Roller, and Hunter's going to hit the deck on defense, goes out of bounds off of Ottawa as Kobe Elvis lost control.
And that's what Hunter can do. Solid attack in the rim, shooting the ball, but on defense, he's been their best on-ball defender this season.
So he started most of the games to start the season, moved to a bench role after missing a period of time for a personal commitment, and he's filling back in nicely in the starting role. 3-ball corner, Hamilton, money.
Yeah, Hamilton is very confident on 3 shots that he's taken already in this game. Brampton needs some outside shooting. That's great for him to bring it.
Hamilton's got 7 points. Elvis up. And Hamilton now with his 3rd rebound. Hunter pushing. Little high step, hesitation. Moncrief baseline. And draws the foul.
Yeah, we talk about the concepts of attacking zone. One of them is beat them in transition before they get set up. There we saw Hunter take to the middle. The zone came. He finds Moncrief in the short corner there looking to attack the rim. So the defense is always trying to set up. So before they set up, you take advantage by punching. 2 come, they're not set. You hit Moncrief in the short corner, which is the best spot against zones, and he attacks the rim.
You don't get points for putting the ball through the bottom of the net either, do you?
Usually when he goes for it, the ball comes through the bottom of the net. But I just like his little hop step today. He showed us something early, attacked the rim a couple times.
Assistant General Manager John Ross said that the energy at practice for this Brampton team was still through the roof. The vibes were good, and they seem to be playing with a lot of pep in their step to start here. Now up 3 points with 70 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Elvis. Trying to tuck it, tosses inside. Rollaire couldn't handle. Numbers for Brampton. Tossing it up. Moncrief tossing it down.
Yeah, when Brampton shows that they can run too, and the bigs like to run, Moncrief loves to run that lane right to the rim.
Elvis will try again inside, this time off the window, and it's good. So Moncrief now with 5 points, 4 boards. Here's Hunter. Step back, triple. Short.
A little early on the clock. Good transition screen there. I think Hunter has to shoot the 3. Just has to pick his spots a little bit, but he's got to be ready and willing to do it.
Brampton just 2 of 8 from deep to start here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. +6 on the game clock. Here's Elvis. And a foul on the perimeter. That'll be Taj Green. It's not on the shot, on the floor.
Yeah, sometimes we say it's a bad switch when a big goes on a guard. Taj Green's a real nice athlete as for a big man. He can guard the ball. He just got a little bit too tight. He gets excited and he likes to be in that situation, and they put him there. They think he can control the ball.
That resets the shot clock to 14, so now only a single-second difference between game and shot. We'll give Ottawa the last attempt here if they can hold on to the ball. Here's Elvis. 5 on the shot clock, and he's fouled. So Muntu picking up a personal with 6 even to go in the quarter.
Muntu tried to defend that screen by going over top. We talk about, getting through it, like riding over top of it and getting skinny. He tried to get skinny, but all of a sudden, as soon as his man turned the corner, he used 2 hands to grab him.
That's got to be a killer foul here, too. Now sends Elvis to the line, courtesy of the bonus.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do a better job of time and score and just your awareness as a basketball player. That foul, that risk reward just wasn't worth it.
Elvis hits both, so Brampton, 6 seconds, they have to go. Pushing in transition. Into the corner, 3-ball, Muntu can't hit. And didn't follow it up, and that's how the quarter will come to a close. So they get the look, but it doesn't drop. But Brampton will certainly take a single-point lead into the break. Through 1 quarter, 21-20, Honey Badgers on top of the BlackJacks here at the CAA Center. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus. Stick around for this Eastern Conference Showdown.
Looking to level up your future? Algoma University's Brampton campus is where ambition meets opportunity. Study in-demand programs like business, computer science, and psychology right in downtown Brampton. We offer the most affordable tuition in Ontario and are ranked #1 in Canada for scholarships and bursaries. Small classes, big support, real success. Algoma University, Brampton. Success within reach.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime. Oh, and it goes. Nick Hornsby. Here's Oakland for the win. You gotta love a Canadian boost. Two hands. Me. Oh, what a block from behind.
Okay. So one of the keys for Brampton was don't settle, attack. And you see they'll attack in transition. Great step-through move by Moncrief. And here now we turn around and we got Hunter attacking the rim out of a reversal. Create the closeout and attack. And then if you miss your shot, go after and get it. But when you're running the break and you're a big, no place to hang it better than putting it up above the rim, and he'll take care of it.
Well, we said before the game, I asked you, Joe, if Brampton would be afraid to work inside on this tall BlackJacks team. It certainly looks like they're not backing down at all.
And I think that's playing to Brampton's strength. They have to attack the basket. This is not a great statistical shooting team right now. And that's why you see a lot of zones so far tonight by Ottawa.
Here's Hunter. Moncrief, not much of a threat to shoot the three. Miletich was daring him to shoot it, and instead, Hunter will fire.
Yeah, Moncrief against Miletich doesn't have to go to the three-point line. He could stop at the foul line.
Elvis. Miletich. Elvis throwing it up, and Fudge almost had a highlight slam. Instead, it goes off back rim.
You keep watching enough of Fudge, you'll see the highlights eventually.
Moncrief now will fire the three. Tough shot there off the backboard and side of the rim. Smart in transition. Fudge tossing it up. Oh, that's a man's jam by Alex Fudge.
That's an old Fudge.
Alex Fudge, perfect timing. Ottawa back in front. Quick release there, and Omajafo well off the mark, frustrated with his attempt.
Yeah, I think Moncrief and Omajafo, both guys who are able to shoot the three, but no reason to rush it short in the clock, especially corner threes in the clock. They're the easiest to run out, and Ottawa showed you. You missed the three, they're running out with 5.
2 of 12 now are the Honey Badgers. Here's Smart driving inside, won't take no for an answer, and instead he dishes off as Moore was hit hard on the dunk attempt.
People don't realize how big Javonte Smart is. He's strong. He takes the basket. There, the difference was he takes it to score. He draws 3 people, and then he passes off.
So Brampton did a pretty good job at containing both Smart and Moore in that first quarter. 4 points for Smart and just 2 for Moore.
Yeah, but Moore already had 6 rebounds.
Can't keep him off the boards, though. So lead up to 2 now. Here's Hunter. He's got 5 points. Rock in his hand right now. Trying to use the Ambrose Hilton screen. Moncrief again. He's got back-to-back misses from deep.
Yeah, and Moncrief just got to step in a little bit. Make that an elbow jump shot rather than a 3-point shot. Force Miletich to guard you.
Elvis in Hamilton's face.
Here's something that you didn't see with Kobe Elvis last year in Scarborough. This 45% three-point shooter has worked it in his game. Big shot by Kobe Elvis.
Elvis knocks down a big one, a 5-point lead for Ottawa, and a timeout on the floor. We're going to step away. We'll be back in a second. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa. Thank you. That's my job. So you were saying.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
The CEBL, Canada's Pro Basketball League, and redtag.ca brings Canadian basketball fans a chance to save up to $300 off on vacation bookings all season long with promo code CEBLFans. I wonder how our mascots would spend their time on vacation. Book today with Red Tag and save $300.
Redtag.ca. Elvis is definitely in the building. Kelby Elvis wouldn't be doing this last year in his game. He showed you. You play him and give him a little bit too much space, he's going to knock it down. You better respect him no matter what your size is. This guy's scout report has changed. He is now a willing, capable shooter.
Elvis shooting 45% from deep. A little homecoming for him here, the Brampton, Ontario native. Part of this 6-0 run here for Ottawa. Now with a 5-point lead with 8:11 to go. Mapinomi Joe Razzo, D. Balsera, thanks for joining us here on this Thursday night of Canadian Elite Basketball League hoops. One of two games going on across the country. Montreal and Scarborough also facing off. And Brampton with a turnover. Here's Elvis. Moore leaking inside, and Hamilton able to cause enough of a disturbance there. Ambrose Hilton picks up his dribble.
Yeah, good defense by Hamilton because Moore was going to put that baby down.
Hunter, double team. Someone's open. Ambrose Hilton, topside triple. Brampton struggles from deep continue.
And I think part of it is just you can't get into Eagle basketball here. Take the better shot. Take the shot you're more comfortable with.
Moore able to save the rock. Inside, off the glass, and Elvis couldn't connect.
The shot blocker was coming. It had an effect on Kobe Elvis on that teardrop.
Flowers spins, turns it over. Numbers for Ottawa. Moore lurking, Smart. Dishes off, Moore. Fouled on his way up, so unselfish play there from Javonte Smart, finding Isaiah Moore, who will head to the line.
It's where Moore came from. As soon as that turnover came, Moore sprinted from the defense back. So you watch Isaiah Moore, it's part of it, and he knows he's not the lead, but he knows he's got a chance of being the second person in this. He outruns everybody down the floor, puts himself in a great situation. I can't get the alley-oop, I'm fine. Just give me a little dunk off, and I'll take care of it.
Subs in for both teams, and Jacques Tejore and Dubinsky back in for Ottawa, as Danilo Djurdjic will check in the game for Brampton. Moore at the line, knocks the first.
For people watching CBL, a lot of substitutions happen 2 at a time. And part of it is because you have to have the 2 Canadians on the floor at all times. So you're always worried about your ratio. Sometimes if you're going to take off Canadian, you bring on another Canadian. Or if you're taking off an import, you might bring in 2. So you always have that plan in your mind.
Inside, count the bucket. Hunter with an acrobatic and one.
Yeah, I love that tack. That's where he's tight. He's been really good things have happened when he's got himself into the paint.
Well, Tyrese Hunter just showing off, earning a trip to the line and a chance at 3.
On a real nice defender here in Dubinsky. He just takes a good screen, he gets the trade off, and he's able to cut in front of Smart.
Had his back to the rim when he shot that. Can't convert the play. Djurdjic fighting for it, but Fudge comes away with it. His second board. Here's Smart. He is a dribbling master. He's got Moncrief on him. Smart between the legs. Sticking to the right. Spinning, fading, and Moncrief says, get that out of here. Driving back the other way, and Omajafo was fouled, so a good defensive possession leads to an offensive chance.
Yeah, real good defense position, but then better decisions offensively. Hunter going to the basket. Here, Omajafo in transition, attacking the rim. This is the strength of Brampton. Attack the rim, especially in transition.
This is the right guy to have at the free throw line. 44 for 47 on the season. That's good for 94%. First is up and good. Well, New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the CEBL and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys now by visiting CEBL.ca.
I always think it's a waste when great free throw shooters don't get to the line enough. Settle for jumpers. Josh Omojofa, when things are going well, he gets himself to the free throw line and scores points by attacking the basket first. Then that will build his confidence and he can knock down the three. But his strength is attack the rim.
So he is on the board for the first time tonight. 2 points for Omojofa. Played just about 8 minutes here. Here's Smart. He's got 4 of his own. Step back. And right there, offensive board pulled down. Thomas going baseline. Oh, shifty stuff. Moore right there. Right place and right time for Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah Moore just went. Nobody put the body on him, and that's a mistake.
Well, he's not going to miss that shot. Ever. Here's Hunter driving inside. More crafty stuff, and he's denied this time. Smart in transition. Steps back, launches, and Judicic able to pull it down with the right. Hunter high steps again. Danilo thought about it, fires.
We talked about ambitious attempts and minimize them, and right now Brampton is playing into the hands of Scarborough's scouting report.
And Smart takes it right to the rack for 2 more and a timeout on the floor as Ottawa's lead now up to 7. So head coach Justin Mazzullo wants to talk shop here as his team looking to build on a 7-point lead. Alex Serta on the other side of things. This is the point in the season where we see these games every now and then, Joe, with the changes on the roster where they get a lead like this and it's tough for them to kind of punch back. So it's an important stoppage here to discuss things.
Yeah, when coaches and players, one of the things that often get discussed is your range. What's your shooting range? Let's negotiate what your shooting range is. I always found somebody thinks their range is, we end up negotiating, and as the coach, I'm always right. So I think what's happening with Brampton is they're being dared. I dare you to shoot the open three. I dare you to shoot the open three. And all of a sudden you got guys who aren't comfortable shooting it, who are shooting it, and they're leading to runouts. If they step a little closer inside the three, maybe the elbow jumper, maybe catch the ball at the free throw line, so now your defender has to guard you. Decision-making on offense leads to good attacks, but also stops runouts from the other team.
So this Brampton team starting the season 5-0. They are 2-6 since. They've lost 5 in a row, latest to Scarborough. It was interesting, too. The offense is, as we mentioned a couple of times, scuffled. 81 points in their loss to Vancouver and 69 in their latest loss to the Shooting Stars. Those were both their lowest scoring games of the season. So they're still trying to find their identity. But the beauty of the CEBL is you've got an opportunity to adjust your roster as the season goes. Looking for a spark from one of the new guys, and here is one of those fellas, Flowers. Trying to go to work on Njok Tejore. Flowers up with the right. Strong take. Give him 2.
Both Flowers and Hamilton did a nice job for Brampton, considering the amount of time they've been with the team.
Flowers 6 points. He came off a flight about 30 minutes before warm-up, made it to the CAA Center, and we were told he was going to play about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. There's only so much you can do with the playbook on the plane.
Coming all the way from out west. So he had some time to do some reading. Here's Njok Tejore. Got Flowers in front of him. Dubinsky trying to push inside on Flowers. Good defense, but a better take there from Dubinsky.
And Dubinsky didn't settle. He kept taking it a little bit closer, using his strength as a guard.
Moncrief trying to set the screen for Flowers. Omojofa goes cross court to his fellow guard, Hunter. Steps back, there's that elbow, Jimmy, and it's good.
So that cross court pass created the closeout, makes it easier to punch.
So Hunter now, 9 points. Smart driving inside, blows by Jurdicic for 2.
Yeah, Hunter Smart just got way too close to the rim too fast.
Omojofa, count it. Omajafo with a strong take. Let's take a look at it.
So Josh Omajofo makes himself visible in transition, and so when he's able to catch it, it's a downhill attack. But the great thing about Josh when he attacks the rim, watch his eyes and his head. It never leaves. He's great at finishing because he'll play through contact. He's not looking for the foul. He's looking to score through the foul.
Like a golfer, right? Head stays down on the ball.
I haven't seen a golfer get hit on the way as he's putting, but yeah.
I knew you'd have something. Lotto Max now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000 every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket tonight. Must be 18 plus. Here's Thomas. And Jacques DeJoray bodied off the ball there. Thomas passes it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. BlackJacks have to go, and Jacques DeJoray fired a laser, and it was off the glass to Hamilton.
Best defensive possession for Brampton this game.
His Flowers up top. Now he'll fire. All day breakfast checking in. Trenton Flowers.
Guy who's used to the NBA three. His feet said, I'm ready to catch and shoot.
Elvis three, short. Brampton a chance to tie or take the lead. Flowers in transition, lost control. Chase it from behind. Hamilton able to keep it in. Moncrief goes up and they draw the foul. An all-around possession here from the Honey Badgers.
This was the part of their game that was missing. That transition basketball, pushing it. They were pounding the rock so much that they were missing these opportunities.
Subs in for both teams here as Moncrief will talk to Flowers on the perimeter before heading to the line here for a pair of shots. 3:11 to go in the first half.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Ottawa goes back to a zone here because the zone sometimes slows the pace down. It makes you think a little bit, and all of a sudden you slow yourself down.
Moncrief misses the first. 5 of 9 are the Honey Badgers from the stripe.
And Matthew Moncrief has been having just a great rookie season. This is one area of his game he needs to improve.
Second, no good. Just a 25% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he releases the ball way too well to be that poor a shooter.
Here's Fudge. Smart trying to challenge Flowers. Smart thought he had the corner, now goes up with the right, and pretty stuff.
Yeah, Flowers just got educated. Oh, they got some players in this league. What a nice take by Javonte Smart.
So Smart now up to 10 points. He's hit the double-digit category. Hunter step back, triple.
I think that's too early in the offense for Brampton. I think Brampton's still got to be able to attack the basket first, look for the kickouts inside out.
Smart. Contact on the jumper, no call. Brampton numbers if they go. In transition, into the corner. 3 ball, step into his right and knocking it down. Mutu, and a timeout on the floor.
It's amazing how many times you search for the foul and all of a sudden the 5-on-4 leads to a 3. Smart got caught looking for the foul, was the last guy back in transition, and Brampton takes advantage.
So just a single-point lead now for Ottawa as head coach Mazzulla wants to take a break in the action. Gives us a chance to take a look at what's going on around the league. Former Honey Badger David Mooncat signed with the Scarborough Shooting Stars the other day, won a title with them in 2023. 13 minutes in his debut against Montreal on Canada Day. And shooting star big man Frank Mitchell grabbed 22 rebounds against Brampton the other day. That was a new CEBL single game record, so a lot going on in the ends. And before you think we're going to stick things in the ends for all 3 points here, we're going north. Calgary facing Saskatoon at Tahini Arena in Whitehorse, Yukon on July 3rd. That's tomorrow. Snowline Gold Real North Classic, first pro basketball game ever in Canada's territories.
Yukon basketball's always been good. Oh, that Yukon. Oh, wow. That's going to be exciting, and I'm really happy for the people in Yukon. I just think that, the fact that the CBL's making the trip out there, that's got, that's pretty impressive. And I hope they come out and support it because you got 2 very hungry teams.
All right, let's check in with D, who's standing by.
Thanks, Matt. Just on the Brampton sideline, Coach Serta telling his guys, hey, we need to push more on the ball and force them out of the paint and force them to take more jump shots on the outside. We've got them right where we want them, so let's continue with this momentum. Back to you.
I bet you D spells Yukon and Yukon the same way. Out of timeout, Ottawa starting with the rock. It's Kobe Elvis. Smart, guarded by Muntu, pushed almost back to the center line there. Fudge, deflected off a hand and knocked him right in the face out of bounds, so a tough turnover.
Yeah, a little mustard on that pass. I always feel like, the best place to pass the ball is at someone's face. There's always an incentive to catch it.
Yeah.
Keep your focus.
A little more on the line.
Here's that change of defense by Ottawa.
Trying to play a different card here. Flowers. Ambrose Hilton fighting for it. Check out the effort there. Muntu, offensive board, fresh 14 for Brampton. Hunter between the legs, fires into the corner. Flowers, 3. In and out, offensive board picked up again. And blocked and losing control down low was Ambrose Hilton. Thomas trying to go coast to coast and count it.
And he plays through the contact. Again, you take, in transition, people sometimes always think of transition as being 2-on-1, 3-on-2. 5-on-4, 4-on-3 are all good transitions. He's taking it right to the basket. He's forcing the defense to stop. There's the contact, and he plays through it.
So Thomas now up to 8 points. With a corner, tough shot there. It was Muntu unable to hit from the pocket. Maletich driving inside. It's his turn to try his luck, and he gets the road roll.
In transition, again, an early 3 by Brampton leads to a 5-on-4 run out.
Hunter fires into the corner. Muntu wants to challenge on the baseline. Flowers inside. Oh! Trenton butting in the Flower City.
The ball moves, the defense moves, and the offense moves at the rim.
Welcome to B-Town, Trenton Flowers, and now he's going to try to put it together on defense. Maletich wide open in the corner and silences the crowd quickly.
And this is what the Canadian can do. Maletich is a 3-point shooter. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. Give it to him. He's got max range.
Final 5 seconds of the half. Shot clock off. Hunter fires. Can't hit. Smart's got it. 2 seconds. Javante to beat the buzzer. And no good. As Ottawa will take a 7-point lead into the halfway break there. Brampton unable to convert on their final possession.
Yeah, and you know what? It's been a game of runs. Every time, Brampton seems to come back, Ottawa does a nice job of separating themselves.
So they've separated themselves by 7 points so far here at the CAA Center, as we will check in with D, who's joined by Myron Thomas.
Myron, 8 points for you in that first half. What allowed you to be so aggressive and effective in that first half?
We wanted to be aggressive on defense. The past few days of practice, coach was just talking about how we have to collectively rebound, collectively be in gaps and play together, and we was able to get enough stops to get the lead this half.
There's been 8 lead changes. Brampton's made several runs. What do we have to continue to do in the second half?
Just continue to compile stops together. They went on a nice little run. They got the lead, but we were able to get back to what we wanted to do, which is get stops and rebound and run, and we were able to get the lead back.
Best of luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thomas with 8 points and Ottawa with a 7-point lead halfway through. We're going to break down the half in just a moment. Stick around. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Smart. Once again, it's the pick and roll. This time he throws it up and Moore cleans it up. Watching it here. And you don't want.
This has been a fun matchup to watch. Tay Donald and Dunmore. And Donald wins this one, stealing it away. Leaves it for King. Throw it down hard, big fella. full advantage of the timeout to express his opinion to the official. I think his complaint is that Tay Donald used a very similar arm technique to what was called on that score, saying
Long on the safety valve. Here's Caillou back with it. Dancing against Johnson. Caillou and denied. Coulthard back with it. Montreal starting to fence. And here is Gurrier. And one. And now, here it is. Here's Nathan Caillou. To the hoop. Quincy Guerrier with a two-handed block. Runs the floor. Creates the contact from
Cleveland once again. Ottawa has numbers. It's Elvis. Finds Fudge trailing. The layup drop. And the Ottawa BlackJacks win the game. And here is Fudge finishing it with the left hand.
And who else to finish?
Fudge. What a game for Fudge. 22 points.
Cal Tire, proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com.
Stingers have come back from 12 down in target score time. Do they have one more stop and score? Dunmartin for the win! Missed it! Rebound to Davis.
Stinger fans are loving this.
Hornsby, Boursier, Davis, driving, up high, got it! Stingers win! Stingers win! They come all the way back! Baz Davis Jr. What a finish!
What a finish to the game, and what a finish on that score. That high off the glass, with pressure on his body. That's a high level of skill.
Well, we talked about it. How often have we seen in target time? It looks like one team is in control. I was trying to do the math while I was talking, and it wasn't working very well. Thanks for bailing me out. Appreciate that.
Cleveland now. Fudge once again. This time he drives it, absolutely throws it down. Alex Fudge with authority. Dumps it off. Caillou pump fakes. Can't get that one to go. And Cleveland quickly up ahead. Harmon lobs it and Moore finishes it with two hands. Count it. One more at the line for Isaiah Moore.
Finishing essentially both quarters with shot clock violation when technically that's when your players...
Oh! What a shot there by Jarkel Joyner Knight.
Wow.
We've seen a couple of buzzer beaters. The entire...
Isaiah Fox is still talking to the referees. A half-court shot for Nuga. Oh my goodness! And that kind of sums up this second quarter. It's in a 6-point Stingers lead after 20 minutes of play. The Mamba need to go back to the drawing board. And the Stingers, they're feeling good right now, Eric.
Yeah, the Mamba have to be really upset by that. They only had 4 plays.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh, yeah. Like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Back inside the CAA Center, the Ottawa BlackJacks with a 7-point lead at the halfway mark. Mapanomi alongside the coach, Joe Razzo. Third member of our team is Dee Balsera. And Joe, Ottawa +8 on points and fast breaks. They've certainly been able to run so far early in this ballgame.
Yeah, I think Ottawa's controlled the pace and done a better job of controlling the personnel. So they're great at running transition with 5, and they take the advantage of it. So they push the ball on the make with their bigs, and everybody stays visible. But Brampton, when they do it, they're pretty special. Early in the game, Moncrief takes it. Both these teams are trying to run on mistakes or bad shots, and Ottawa right now is controlling that pace. And when they put it up there, they've got lots of options.
Well, they've got lots of options on offense, led by Javante Smart, who's got 10 points, and Myron Thomas, who Dee spoke to prior to our break, has 8 points, 7 each for Isaiah Moore and Marco Malatic. And for the Brampton Honey Badgers, they've only turned the ball over 4 times. They've done a good job at holding on to the rock, but Trenton Flowers has been a big part of this resurgence here to start the beginning of the ball game. He's got 11 points at team high.
He's a special player. You know, this guy's got NBA ability on him. And if you watch this guy play with and without the basketball, he is just a solid player. Where they are good is when they pass the ball and they create those situations. There we see Flowers attacking the middle on the pass, getting his own chance there. When they attack the middle, they've been at their best. And then the ball moves and you find the shooters. This is something that Brampton's got to keep doing and not take shots that are outside of their range. Don't fall into this fool's goal of playing, against dares.
All right, let's take a look at the halftime stats as we wrap up our highlights from the first 2 quarters of play. And one of the things that really sticks out here is that 3-point percentage for Brampton, just 19%. They are 4 of 21 from the land beyond.
Yeah, and I think that some of them they've been taking bad threes. And so they don't get, not only don't they get the bad three, they don't get the rebound. Where I look at Ottawa, that 48%, a nice solid threes. A lot of them have been dunks and attacks at the rim. The rebounding is another area that Ottawa is taking advantage of, leading by 6. These are the 2 best rebounding teams in the CEBL.
Ottawa trying to make it 3 wins in a row. Brampton trying to snap a 5-game skid. Who's going to pull it out? You'll find out through the next 2 quarters of play. Stick around. It's an Eastern Conference battle between Ottawa and Brampton. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa, thanks.
That's my job.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
Max now has more?
Oh, yeah. Like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa. Thank you. That's my job. So you were saying...
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Back inside the CAA Center, a 7-point lead for Ottawa over Brampton. Mapanomi alongside Joe Rasso and D. Balser. We'll check in with D in just a moment, but in the meantime, Joe, let's take a look at your players to watch. They were Isaiah Moore and Tyrese Hunter. See how they did in the first half.
Yeah, both of them put up crooked numbers. Isaiah Moore, 7 points, 6 rebounds, a great first half, and he does a lot of it in transition, shooting 100%. He hasn't missed a shot so far wearing a Blackjack uniform this year. And then Tyrese Hunter, different role, taking a lot of shots, 9 points, but he's got to get his 3 assists. Sometimes you try too hard. Hunter's a real big, important guy for this Brampton team.
D is now standing by with Blackjacks head coach Justin Mazzulla.
Coach, you held Brampton to less than 35% shooting in that first half. What did you guys do well? What do you want to see them continue to do?
We're just going to continue to just play our way in terms of creating closeouts, but closing out under control and then rebounding the basketball.
Offensively, you're getting it from all your guys. What are you encouraging you guys to continue to do as well?
Just hunt paint touches really and play together and share the basketball.
Appreciate you, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Good stuff. Thank you, D. So let's take a look at the standings as we're just about halfway through the Canadian Elite basketball season. It's the Red Tag Path to the Playoffs update. That's how things shape up right there. That is a jam-packed Eastern Conference. The Shooting Stars in a good position to win the East. They're the first team to double-digit wins in the Canadian Elite Basketball League with 12.
Yeah, their separation has caused a race for second. Scarborough doing a super job. Their team, their coaching, their GMs, they've just put a solid season together. And then out west, you got the Bandits and the Sea Bears that are separating themselves. But Edmonton's starting to play their best basketball of the season. That's real big. And the Surge still struggling.
Now the Scarborough Shooting Stars team, they have the F word on their mind, finals. They're 7-0 at home, and in this new playoff format where it's the best of 3 games in this finals, that really will play to their advantage. Again, one of the best teams in the Canadian Elite Basketball League at home.
Yeah, and I think, to me, a shout-out goes to Brady Heslop. In putting this team together, it's like he's done a super job. The other day they lose Miles Powell, the front runner in my opinion for MVP of the league. But their bench is strong enough that they bring 3 potential point guards off of their bench, and their depth is remarkable.
For a while, if you don't mind. And for the Western Conference, that 2-horse race between Vancouver and Winnipeg. Winnipeg also 6-0 at home, which is big for the playoffs, but the Bandits have 1 game in hand. In Vancouver, it's almost you get the sense that the rich just keep getting richer with the players that they're bringing in.
Yeah, but with Vancouver playing through a little bit of adversity. You've got excuses built in not to play well, but they're handling it real well. They lose their coach for 2 games. Now they're going to lose him for a 3rd. But they turn around and they play through the adversity, and different people have stepped up, but their leadership and their experience has taken them to the top of the pack.
So both of these teams, Ottawa and Brampton, in the midst of an Eastern Conference stretch. Ottawa, 8 of their last 10 games of the season, including this game, are against Eastern opponents. And for Brampton, they're in the midst of a 7-game Eastern Conference stretch. Only half a game up on Montreal for second in the East. So that could be a season-defining set of games here.
And this is where tiebreaker plays a big role. Brampton getting 2 wins against Ottawa this year already. They get tonight's, and all of a sudden they've got a tie. They got the advantage in the tiebreaker with 3 out of the 4. So if you're Ottawa, not only do you have to catch up ground on the wins, but you have to catch up grounds on the wins against Brampton.
And it is worth noting that 2 losses for the Shooting Stars, one of those losses was handed by the Ottawa BlackJacks. So the BlackJacks without Justin Harmon and Matthew Cleveland, who are both at NBA summer camp. So not the full team that you will see.
Yeah, but what they didn't lose? They didn't lose their closer. Javonte Smart has the ability to knock down shots, but come target time, I remember last year in his first game in the CEBL, he came out here and scored 9 points in target time against Brampton.
Smart's got a knack for the dramatic. You and I did a game in Niagara last season, 44 points, which still sits as second most in a Canadian Elite Basketball League game.
We've never done that in warm-ups, you and me.
I hit the bottom of the rim a lot in warm-ups, if that counts. Here's Smart. Ottawa starting with the ball to begin the second half. Elvis up top. Driving inside Elvis, and a foul is called.
See, Kobe Elvis knocking down that three has paid dividends for him, because all of a sudden now Omajofo has to get a little tighter, and that now gives Elvis the opportunity to attack the middle.
So Elvis, Melitic, Smart, Fudge, and Moore on the floor for Ottawa. It'll be Hamilton, Hunter, Omajofo, Flowers, and Moncrief for Brampton as Elvis misses the first.
So Ottawa keeps their starting lineup. Brampton tweaks theirs a little bit.
And Ambrose Hilton starting this half on the bench. Flowers earning the start. Lead up to 8.
Ottawa goes man to man.
Omajofo into the corner, wide open, can't convert that. That was Hamilton, and right there, Moncrief cleans it up.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to man because I think one player was playing man, then they dropped into a zone to confuse themselves a little bit.
And a foul going back the other way. That one on Moore.
Moore didn't finish his screen. He started rolling off of it.
So that's Moore's third personal foul, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. Head coach Mazzulla not happy with that call, clapping his hands a moment ago. Here's Omajofo. Hamilton up top, Flowers. Gets 2 guys to bite on the shot fake. Hamilton goes up and through the contact for 2.
Yeah, 2 best players go high-low there. This is where Moncrief has to show himself on the offense. He's got a chance to dominate Melitic on the boards or post up and ISO him inside.
Got 9 points, 5 boards. That is Moncrief. Here's Elvis. Omajofo, good defense here, keeping Kobe in front of him. Oh, bit on the fake there, kicked into the corner. BlackJacks swinging it. And Smart couldn't get the shot off in time. Ottawa a little too polite there with the passing.
Yeah, Ottawa did everything right except for awareness. You know, that ball hit Melitic's hands. He had to be ready to catch and shoot it.
You know, they often say you can tell a lot about someone through the game of basketball, what kind of a person they are, and it seems like a lot of unselfish players on this Ottawa team. Flowers driving, called his own number, and missed the rim completely. Elvis kicks it into high gear, 0 challenging 0, dishes it off, and Moore missed a bunny.
Ottawa keeps attacking all the way through. They're very difficult. If you don't stop the ball in secondary.
What a dish there. Hamilton finishing off the pass from Hunter. And just like that, the lead evaporates. Now just 2 points. Ottawa in front and a timeout on the floor.
The lineup change has made a difference.
We're going to take a timeout on the floor. Brampton showing a little life out of the halftime break. Both teams will talk shop. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem YouTube and CEBL Plus.
Most of our clients who come through our door and who are suffering from mental illness, they're feeling a sense of despair and a longing for help. Often, insurance companies are denying disability claims on the basis that there's insufficient medical evidence. We've represented hundreds of clients who suffer from anxiety or depression. We fight for our clients' right to receive the compensation they deserve. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. We can help.
Your long-term disability firm, Kotak Law.
Justin Hamilton with 11 points thanks to this bucket.
Yeah, nice pocket pass, showing yourself available. Good hands, the big man takes it to the basket, create separation on the screen, and then show yourself and make it an easy target.
He is the second Honey Badger in double-digit points, game high for him and Trenton Flowers, 11 each. Only other player in the game in double digits is Javonte Smart with 10. Here's Elvis. He's got 8, wants another, and can't hit this time.
Yeah, good scramble defense there by the Brampton Honey Badgers. Hunter went for the steal and then played his way back defensively.
Tyrese Hunter. Flowers, top side, triple, wide open. He connects.
Yeah, great after timeout play. A little Spain action where they run a ball screen for the big, and then Flowers is the guy setting the screen on it, and he pops for the open shot. Get your 3 best players involved.
Brampton now with the lead. Smart down low, and right there, Hunter able to intercept. Tyrese looking up floor. Flowers try dishing it off. Who wants it? Hamilton's got it. Moncrief looking for an option. Brampton pulls things back out here. Calm it down for a moment. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Hunter. Almost lost control and thought twice about that pass.
Yeah, Brampton had a couple chances in transition, just couldn't get the right situation.
So Thomas back in the game for Ottawa. That's just the 6th turnover for Brampton in the ball game.
Yeah, Ottawa's got lots of shooting power on the court right now. Watch for Moore to take the middle by himself, and these shooters space the floor.
Smart down the lane, able to tuck it and finish.
And when you space the floor, you allow Javonte Smart to run right through the middle like it's the 401.
Full speed ahead. Smart now up to 12 points, 5 assists, 2 boards. He's putting together a nice afternoon here. Moncrief going baseline, wants the body. Good defense there by Isaiah Moore, who stood tall. Here's Smart. Miletich steps back over Flowers. Does he have the bounce? Not this time. I guess that only happens at Scotiabank Arena, and we've got a foul the other way.
Yeah, Miletich passed the ball earlier in this half on the shot clock situation. You're not going to see him give it up more than once there. It's in his DNA. He's catching it and he's looking for the shot. That's who he is. Shooters shoot the ball.
So Isaiah Moore has just picked up his 4th personal foul. He can't believe the call. He's going to try to talk to Rob Caparici there on the sideline. And I don't think Rob's going to change his mind. Oh, you can see the emotion there on Moore's face. Not happy at all.
Just sometimes just not being set on that ball screen.
2 fouls in the first half, 2 fouls in the last 5 or so minutes here. Moncrief bodying inside, and an offensive foul called as he dropped the shoulder.
So what I said earlier, I said Ottawa's doing a great job of winning the battle of personnel. So they've laid a little bit of gap on Moncrief. So he didn't make the shots earlier, so now they're playing him to drive. That gap has allowed them to get themselves set.
Moncrief now with 3 fouls. So a couple of players now in the game to keep an eye on, and a foul called. Hunter caught up with Njok Tejore there on the roll.
Yeah. Hunter got caught on the switch there and just held on to a little bit of uniform.
Taj Green into the game, Moncrief to the bench with 5:34 to go in the 3rd quarter.
For Brampton, Taj Green's the guy that needs to give him something. He's that big energy guy, rebounds real well, can guard multiple positions.
Is back in the game for Brampton as well. Still no Ambrose Hilton. Here's Elvis using the screen. Can't hit it. Njok Tejore was looming, but Flowers able to grab the ball. He's got to go. Able to clear the center line. Trenton. Hand in his face. Njok Tejore got a piece of it. In transition, BlackJacks. Elvis had the shot and instead tried to make the unselfish pass. Omajafo throwing it up. Flowers throwing it down. Oh, welcome to B-Town.
You make a mistake, you pay quickly.
Big time bucket from Flowers. He continues to impress. Elvis lane to the hoop, tosses it off. Roller, and a travel is called. Brampton clamping down on D.
Yeah, that was great offense by Ottawa. They moved the basketball, created a better shot with every pass, and then Roller with the turnover on the travel call.
So Muntu into the game for Brampton.
Here's Ottawa going with that zone right now.
Trying to change things up. It's got Brampton a couple of times and almost right there, and it does. Dubinsky chased from behind, steps up and hits.
Oh, I thought Montu was going to reach in and block it. That's a big bonus shot, Dubinsky.
Just like that, Ottawa +2. Hunter calling for the screen. Izze comes out to set it. Into the corner. That shot too strong. 3-ball Green, no good. Chance for Ottawa to build on this lead. Smart. Trying to get the pass inside. Njok to Jore. Body. Offensive foul call.
Josh Omojofo does a nice job there. And Jore again uses the dribble to pass it, therefore, but still leaning forward.
So Izze out, Hamilton in, as Omojofo stands Hamilton tough.
One of the things I notice in transition, the Ottawa players do a better job of being visible to the ball, where the Brampton players tend to run to spots and sometimes the ball can't see them.
A little too cookie cutter, maybe too predictable. Two going baseline, dishes inside. Hamilton gets the roll. Good pass there.
Call me old, but ball movement creates his closeouts. Like, don't settle for shots when you can move the ball and move the defense.
Smart. Able to weave around two players. Elbow jumper. Roller fighting for it. Hunter able to keep it in bounds. Muntu wants to push. Omojofo driving to the lane. Green had the shot momentarily. Now he will drive and denied down low. Hamilton's got it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Into the corner, Green. He'll try again. Same result. Omojofo fighting for it. It goes out of bounds.
Omojofo, nice job on both ends of the floor.
Man, this guy is a bulldog.
When you can get Canadian guards that are talented enough and athletic enough to guard any of the American guards in the league, it's huge. And they get that with Josh Omojofo, and I think Justin Njok Tajore can do that for Ottawa.
Ambrose Hilton checked back in the game moments ago. Green trying to slip it. Sky high floater, no good. Hamilton was fighting down low, couldn't get a piece of it. Thomas. Ambrose Hilton, a hand in the lane. Honey Badgers in transition. Hunter had the shot, and instead he'll calm things down. Hamilton. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hunter, nice feed inside. Hamilton couldn't handle it initially, and Roller is right there, like a brick wall.
Great hands by Roller. The first to block shot, next possession, the steal.
And Green there, a little bit of a mismatch as Smart was going to the dribbling clinic. So Green's second personal, he'll head to the bench as Moncrief will come back in the game.
Yeah. Taj Green in that last couple series there almost was looking like he was trying too hard to getting himself into the offense. Instead of letting the offense be, he was just trying a little bit too hard and getting a little emotional.
52-52. Dubinsky. Smart, 12 points to his name so far. Got a mismatch here. Ambrose Hilton trying to keep him in front of him. Smart fades, making it look easy. Javante.
Yeah, when you have an ISO player like that, you're saying, no, good shot. He can just score.
Just when you think he's done, he's not. Here's Muntu. Almost traveled there. Ambrose Hilton, uncharacteristic triple. And Brampton will take it.
Yeah, big shot by Ambrose Hilton. He stepped right into it, didn't think twice.
Ambrose Hilton 1 for 7 from 3 the last 2 games. He had 6 attempts total in his previous 8. So the math is working out there for him as a foul against Ambrose Hilton. That math not so fun.
Yeah, here you are trying to displace a screener. You can't get caught fouling someone. He's the least dangerous guy on the floor right now. So Thomas gets to the basket, gets to the free throw line just because he was working hard to set a screen.
Let's season 5 from the ends. Be a part of the action from here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center by scanning the QR code or visiting shootingstars.ca/tickets. Knotted back up, 55. I thought that was a promo initially for Scarborough, like playing something Brampton next game or something. Here's Flowers. Moon 2, deep 3, good!
It's a second 3 for him tonight. Confident, just like Ambrose Hilton's last shot.
He's got 6 points.
His bench production is really important that the Brampton guys are bringing right now.
Smart. Try to go back to work. Quickly double teamed. Ambrose Hilton steps out, and Smart again, another dagger.
Yeah, that's just tough. That's good defense against length, and he still finds a way with a little bit of space to knock down the shot.
Averaging 23 a game is Smart. He's now up to 16. Another Moon 2 target practice. Give him another triple.
And I think that's a great screen. Flowers gives him space because Rollaire doesn't want to hedge out. So good screens create good open shots.
Fudge inside, kicks into the corner. Thomas trying to answer. Not this time.
Even though the shot clock is still at 2 seconds above the game clock or below the game clock in time, Brampton's going to look to choose to shoot just one, really deep into the clock.
Here's Moon 2. Feeling himself. Does he have another? 5 on the shot clock. Moon 2 drives, kicks off. Hamilton inside, no call. And no shot clock violation. Official indicates that it's a travel against Rollaire after he pulled the rebound down. So there should be time left for Brampton here on the offensive end.
So the shot was a shot clock violation, but the talk is it hit the rim. So what happened, Rollaire gets it. He thinks the horn is the horn for the half. He gets caught in a travel, giving Brampton one more opportunity.
Head coach Serta was all over it, yelling travel, travel, travel. So 1 second on the clock. Moon 2 to inbound. See what Brampton has up their sleeve. Quickly to Flowers, corner triple, and it'll fall well short as the quarter will come to a close. Finally, the Honey Badgers with a 4-point lead, 61-57. Great quarter there for Brampton.
Absolutely, real good quarter. They're finding a little bit of their identity. They're finding a lot playing in flow there and using their 2 new guys. You know, both together they've scored 22 points.
New personnel and a chance to snap the 5-game skid here in Brampton. We're taking a short break. 4th quarter and target score time coming your way. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Jam, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
You don't just fuel your body. You fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Did you know that every CEBL game ends on a game-winning bucket? Yep, every single one. That's because we use something called target score ending, a thrilling twist that keeps fans locked in till the final shot. So what is the target score ending? Here's how it works. The first time the clock stops with 4 minutes or less left in the 4th quarter, the game clock is turned off. We enter target score time. We take the leading team's score, add 9 points, and that becomes the target score. Let's say it's 91-80. That means the first team to hit 100 wins. No ticking clock, no intentional fouls, just pure clutch basketball. It's fast, it's electric, and it guarantees that every game ends with a bang. Experience the target score ending this CEBL season.
Off the plane and onto the court, Trenton Flowers with 16 points. That's a game high here in the CAA Center. With more on the newcomer, here's Dee.
Yeah, Matt, with his production here so far, it looks like he's going to exceed the 15 minutes that you mentioned earlier. Just to give you an idea of his day, he hopped on a flight at 8 a.m., leaving Seattle this morning, arriving at 3:50 p.m. here, came straight to the facility to complete his physical so he could play today. And I mean, Trent Flowers' journey has been an interesting one this far. You know, regarded as a top 25 recruit coming out of high school. He originally committed to Louisville, but opted to forego college to pursue a professional career in Australia playing NBL. And then he signed a two-way contract with Chicago late last year, but he skipped college. Because he skipped college, a lot of teams showed interest in trying to bring him over after his stint in Chicago, including Kentucky, Michigan, BYU, Kansas. The list goes on and on. But he made a bet on himself, and unfortunately he had knee issues that kept him out of Chicago, but it's led him here, and I think so far we're really grateful for him, Matt.
Good stuff. Thank you, D. Oh, Moncrief with a block, and he's called for a foul instead, and if that stands, it's his fourth personal. The crowd not happy with that. You can decide at home right here.
Yeah, I think the block with the hand is solid. Now it's where his other hand is, and maybe his left hand gets on the body. We all look at the right hand for the look at his other hand. He may have used it to shear off. But how about that first after timeout play to start the fourth quarter? When you have a very productive shooter sometimes, the best place to run for them is a backdoor cut, because everybody's, gearing on them, and all of a sudden they use Flowers' ability to shoot, backdoor for the dunk.
So Flowers up to 18 points now as Thomas able to convert there. Serta's been really good at ATOs, drawing these kind of plays up. Hamilton, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He's got 13 points so far. Fading, looking for 14-15, not this time.
And that's Rollaire getting his hand on it. He got his hand on a corner three to end the quarter.
Here's Smart. Guarded by Muntu. Now guarded by Flowers, who hits the deck. Elvis in the corner, steps to his left, launches and knocks.
That is an incredible find, but an incredible finish. Elvis, all the confidence in the world, does a great little side step to get that off.
Flowers hesitates, drives inside, and eventually kicks to the corner. Inside 10 again on the shot clock. Brampton trying to build on this 1-point lead. Wide open, corner, triple, Hamilton hits it.
Yeah, and that's where Rollaire doesn't want to go. He wants to anchor himself into the paint. Hamilton says, you better come out and guard me.
Hamilton's got 16 now. Fudge down the lane. And the foul on the floor. And Hamilton got hit hard there in the chest.
How about Fudge? Fudge attacks the rim like it's done him, bad, like something against his family or whatever. He loves to attack the rim.
The crazy thing is he doesn't need that much of a runway either. He needs about 2 feet, and then he can take off. We've seen him so many times this season. So Hamilton out of the game. We'll keep an eye on him. He got hit hard in the chest. Elvis driving 5 on the shot clock. Fudge into the corner. Quick release off the side of the backboard. Muntu. He's got 9 points, 6 assists. His first home game here with Brampton. Flowers trying to put the moves on. He's double teamed. Honey Badgers, good job of swinging it. That's Taj Green, who came in a moment ago. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Someone's got to put it up. Muntu fading left. Shot off the backboard. It's tapped around down low. Flowers has it. He doesn't want to take no for an answer here. Flowers and Rollaire, big time defense.
Rollaire with the block, the catch, and the steal.
Transition. Fudge able to connect down low with Thomas, who was fouled on the attempt.
I can't tell you the amount of quality time that Christian Rollaire gives you. It goes unnoticed. He is not a shot blocker because he's this crazy athlete. It's all about his timing. He just makes sure he sits and he waits, and he's the second guy off the floor.
Thomas hits the first. He's up to 12 points now. As Milicic will check back into the game. Second is good. So Marco re-enters here. Rollaire heads to the bench. The thing about Christian Rollaire, too, is he had no points in the last 2 games, but he is the definition of impact player outside of the point category.
Ottawa has not run a play for him. On offense, he just picks up garbage. And, man, on defense, he makes an impact.
No good there on the 3 attempt by Hunter. Chance for Ottawa to tie or take the lead. Here's Elvis. Up top, wide open, firing Thomas, and Flowers right there, able to grab his 5th board.
Brampton fortunate. They got lost in the scramble there, gave up a good shot to a good shooter.
Flowers trying to high step his way inside, up with the right, hits the deck. Ottawa with numbers if they go. Miletich down low. Ottawa moving the ball, and no good on the first attempt there. Ambrose Hilton soaring in for the rebound.
Yeah, you were right on there, Matt. You said Ottawa moving the ball on their offensive series, and Brampton not on theirs.
Here's Hunter. Good luck going on Smart, and Hunter does the impossible.
Yeah, not a great set, but a great finish. Draws the contact, plays through it. They needed a big-time shot. So you watch Hunter. Smart's in tight. Not a lot of contact, but the hands are in the cookie jar, and Hunter takes advantage of it.
So Hunter with 11 points. He averages 10 a game. Chance to make it 12 here. He's an 83% free throw shooter on the season. And he does. So he's got back-to-back double-digit point outings.
I said when the game started, he has a new role now. He's the leader of this team. He has to be able to produce, not just scoring, but with passing the basketball.
Smart. That's a deep 3, and it's good. Javonte Smart doesn't care where the line is.
You know what his scouting report says? Max range. You don't get a chance to determine. His range is unlimited.
So Javonte Smart knocks down a big triple there. He's got 19 points now, and he has been the engine that has been driving this Ottawa offense tonight.
And I think he embraces the opportunity of being the man. You know, he is without Cleveland. Matthew Cleveland, one of the top scorers in the league. And Javonte Smart just takes great advantage anytime he can to ISO or the deep 3. Watch his step back on it. He just pulls back, knocks down the tough 2 against length, and then, forget NBA. This is a World 3. He just creates the space, has it, and takes it.
So Javonte Smart, in his 13th game of the season, now up to 19 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds in 30 minutes of play. He's been a thorn in Brampton's side.
I was trying to make the comment about this team is so strong, Ottawa, up front when they've got, Matthew Cleveland and Justin Harmon. They're unbelievable. And so Smart's had to take a little bit of a different role. But when you say to Smart, hey, listen, we need you to score, all the roles are defined. He can score, and he'll take care of it. And this is where I find an Ottawa team, or Javonte Smart in particular, the most dangerous.
So he is an absolute superstar and a treat to watch. Brampton, they're done watching him, though. They want to try to shut him down here. 2-point lead for the Honey Badgers, just about 2 minutes or so away from target score time here. Moon 2. 3 ball, step into his left, can't hit it. Thomas pulls down the rebound. So once again, Ottawa chance to tie or take the lead.
Ottawa doing a great job on the boards.
Here's Smart. Topside triple, can't hit. Loose down low, Moore fighting for it. Got to be careful playing with 4 fouls.
Again, Ottawa does a nice job after that timeout to find their best shooter a good shot.
Hunter, clear lane to the rack, and he smoked the layup. One that he certainly wants back there, Tyrese Hunter. Upset with himself on the defensive end, and he's able to almost intercept that pass.
Yeah, not a fan of that possession for Ottawa. Just one person had the ball and just too much dribble. Their advantage has been push the ball, get it back. A lot of boomerang passes where you give it up and you get it right back.
All right, let's check in with D, who's standing by.
Yeah, during that last break, Coach Missoula asking his guys, why have we given up on rebound? I need everyone to gang rebound and do it as a collective effort, and it shows on the box score. They've been out-rebound 16-9 here in this third quarter. Back to you, Matt.
Battle of the boards. Thank you, D. Smart steps back. And an offensive board picked up by Elvis. Smart drips into the corner, launches. 2 straight misses there, and Moore able to punch it out. Ottawa dominating the offensive boards here. Miletich, contact, and no foul, but he'll take the bucket.
Yeah, and he took advantage of the ball movement, right? The guy closes out to you. It's like playing tag. Somebody running at you full speed gives you an opportunity to go get right by him.
He's up to 9 points now. We're tied at 69. Flowers takes a step inside and knocks down the jumper.
That's a tough shot. That's just a talented player making the play.
So Flowers up to 20 points now into the corner. Thomas 3 off the backboard. Another offensive chance here for Ottawa. Smart trying to go to work on Flowers. 2 crafty guards. Smart sky high. Flowers wins the battle for now.
Yeah, Brampton struggled there to get the ball back, but they gave up a couple opportunities and then finally finished the possession defensively with the board.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Next whistle will give us our target score time. Flowers can't hit the jumper. Elvis driving straight into the middle of the key, ties it up at 71.
Yeah, I love the way Ottawa runs the floor with 5 people because the other 4 guys sometimes will space it, and Elvis took the middle.
Brampton trying to retake the lead. Moon 2, and Elvis looking at the official, indicating that he is fouling.
Yeah, it's in target score time. So the official needs to be aware of that too. And the player, and Elvis, not only did he foul, he said, I'm trying to foul.
So 9 on to the game total, tied at 71. The first to 80 will take the W. Exciting action between 2 Eastern Conference foes. Target score time coming your way on the other side. Stick around.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime. Oh, and it's your host, Nick Hornsby. Here's Oakland for the win. You gotta love a Canadian boost. Two hands, me. Oh, what a block from behind.
Next bucket wins.
Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama.
That anything can happen. Oh, my goodness! Can you believe this guy?
Big players step up in big time.
He is cooking.
First to 80 takes all the marbles in the CAA Center. Matt Bonomi alongside Joe Razzo and Dee Balsera. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Brampton Honey Badgers and Ottawa BlackJacks in deadlock here as we head into target score time. Brampton trying to snap this 5-game losing skid, and they're on the right track right now, Joe. A little bit of everything. Some veteran guys, some newcomers, and a whole lot of hoops here from Brampton.
So let's look at it this way. Brampton's going to try to win it with the bullpen, and Ottawa's going to try to win it with the closer. And they've got Javonte Smart, where Brampton right now is looking at a bunch of different guys, and they're going to try to get it in pieces. They've been very good after timeouts here.
So Brampton will start with the basketball. Here's Flowers. Oh, what a debut for Flowers. Give him 2 more.
Yeah, nice job. Good job on the design of that play, getting your best 2 players with the ball, and Flowers with the finish.
Brampton up 2. Elvis trying to respond. Right there, Moore upset, thought he was fouled, and he might have a bit of a gripe. Got to get back on defense, though, as Flowers chases inside. Hamilton, wide open, draws the fake, cuts in with the left, can't finish, and right there, Moncrief. Oh, not the second time, but how about the third?
Yeah, too many spectators off the ball there for Ottawa.
Quick 4-0 run to start target score time. Brampton just 5 points away. Elvis, corner three, no good, and Hamilton's got it.
Two real solid possessions by the Honey Badgers.
Hunter high-stepping, goes up off the glass. Loose, Milicic has got it. Ottawa with numbers. Moore tosses it all the way into the corner. Elvis shot that from behind the backboard.
I'm not a fan of that as in analytics. 2-on-1 with a big, you got to take the dunk, but no, Kobe Elvis proves me wrong.
He almost shot that from the second row. I don't know how that went in, but Elvis making it work. Pass almost picked off. Smart looming. Flowers, and he hutted it back to himself. Thought he was fouled. More numbers for Ottawa. Right there. Moore with an exclamation point. Flying through the air.
He loves to come down the middle of the floor. And they just threw it up with two hands. Go from defense to offense. Find the big guy, but you got to have somebody who's willing to run the floor. And he shot out of a cannon.
A 4-0 run for Brampton to start target score time. And how about a 5-0 run to respond from Ottawa? Boy, if this is any indication as to how the season will play out here for this battle in the Eastern Conference, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, Ottawa did a nice job there. That change of defense got Brampton to slow down and eventually caused the turnover.
So Ottawa showing a little bit of life here and trying to snuff out that Brampton run. It's exactly what they do. They find themselves +1 here now. Javante Smart with 19, Kobe Elvis with 16, and Myron Thomas with 13. For the Honey Badgers, 22 points for Trenton Flowers, 16 for Justin Hamilton, and 12 for Tyrese Hunter. So each team with 3 players in double-digit scoring. Number of weapons on both sides here.
But Ottawa doing a good job of attacking the rim, doubling up Brampton's free throws. 21 compared to 11.
So if you're keeping track at home, target score winners this season for Ottawa, Alex Fudge and Justin Harmon have 2 each. Harmon's not here tonight. Tyrell Tate and Matthew Cleveland 1 each, and neither of those players are available tonight. For Brampton, Sean East and Moncrief 2 each. East not here. Judson Martindale, Prince Odro, and Cam Tyson 1 each, and you will not get the winner from those 3 fellas tonight either. Here's Flowers. Hunter. Shot fake. Omajafo. Brampton needs it, and they get it.
And that's the right shot. They used the pass. Josh Omajofo's now different than the shot he took earlier in the game. He needs to take that. He steps up. He's ready.
Brampton just a single bucket away from snapping the skid. Here's Smart. In and out there for Moore. Flowers has got it. Flowers trying to build on his debut. Here's Omajafo. Hunter will slow things down. All Brampton needs is a 2. Moncrief driving inside. Acrobatic shot there, no good.
Good defense by Ottawa.
Smart thought about the step back triple. Crowd into it. 15 on the shot clock.
It's a bad screen by Elvis because now Elvis has got the advantage.
Moncrief playing with 4 fouls guarding Kobe Elvis. Moore was wide open for a split second. 2 on the shot clock to beat the buzzer off the back rim. Moncrief will slow things down.
I don't think the Moore 3 is what Ottawa has in mind. Both teams got fouls to give.
Flowers playing with 22 points. Here's Hunter into the corner. 3 ball for the ball game. You bet. Justin Hamilton snaps the 5-game skid.
Justin Hamilton with the 3 ball. He started the game hitting the corner 3. He finishes it. He calls game.
The newcomer delivers the dagger. 19 points for Justin Hamilton. Give him 10 boards. and a target score time winner.
That was a game with lead changes after lead change. We had 17 lead changes. Absolutely great finish. And a super job in target score time by this new Brampton Honey Badger.
So Justin Hamilton from Charlotte, North Carolina, the former Mid-American Conference Sixth Man of the Year, pulls out the winner in his debut. He is standing by with D. He is our player of the game.
Brenton, 22 points in your debut. You literally hopped on a flight at 8 a.m. this morning. You arrived hours just before the game. What did it take and how were you able to get to this point?
I mean, man, I want to first and foremost thank, this organization for believing in me, giving me the opportunity to play. And then, man, just all my teammates have been vocal with me and just telling me, where to be at, what to do offensively, finding my feet. I told them I've been on the couch for 6 months, so, I had to get my feet back under me. But, man, that's just a testimony to all my teammates, and, I appreciate them for just being with me out there.
A lot of shoes to fill, obviously, with the two leading scorers not on this team. Talk about stepping up to the moment and the trust that these guys all had in you.
I mean, man, they have big trust in me. And for me, I just want to make the right play. I don't play basketball for myself. I play for the team. And, I just want to affect the winning column. So that's all it is for me.
It's only one game, but what excites you about the future of this team in the second half of the season?
I mean, man, we coming for the chip. So, we want to win it. And, we got guys who are hungry, so we're going to get it done.
Fantastic debut, and we'll see you on Sunday.
That was Trenton Flowers, our Booster Juice player of the game, a game-high 22 points and just a perfect debut. Topside triple is good. Brampton snaps the 5-game skid. We'll break it down on the other side. We're going to take a short break. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
You know that trip I kept thinking about? I finally took it. It turned into open highways, lakeside stops, sunsets that seemed to last a little longer, less scrolling, more seeing. And at the end of each day, Sandman made it simple. Comfortable stays in the right places, so I could do more. Booking that stay? Best decision I made. Your summer, made in Canada. Book direct for the best rates.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
The CEBL, Canada's Pro Basketball League, and redtag.ca brings Canadian basketball fans a chance to save up to $300 off on vacation bookings all season long with promo code CEBLFans. I wonder how our mascots would spend their time on vacation. Book today with Red Tag and save $300.
redtag.ca.
It's a CEBL triple header tomorrow. First, the Scarborough Shooting Stars head to Montreal to take on Quincy Guerrier and the Montreal Alliance from the Verdun Auditorium. Then the Calgary Surge and Saskatoon Mamba play a neutral site game from Whitehorse, Yukon. Then it's a potential Cal Tire Western Conference playoff preview as the Edmonton Stingers are in Vancouver to take on Jarkel Joyner and the Bandits from the Envision Financial Court at the Langley Event Center. Catch the full triple header on CEBL Plus, YouTube, and CBC Gem. Well, we had a thriller tonight. The BlackJacks fall to the Brampton Honey Badgers, who snapped their 5-game skid, 81-76 to final. And the 3-ball was the dagger. It was Justin Hamilton.
Yeah, and I think the difference between the 3-ball was they let their offense get them to threes. Where early they were making their threes the offense. Josh Omojofa hits a big three. Hamilton hits the big three. But for me, the MVP of this game goes to Jermaine Rock Anderson, the general manager here in Brampton. What he was able to do, bringing in two guys who dropped 41 points and fit in, that's real good GMing.
At 22 points for Trenton Flowers, 19 for Justin Hamilton, and that's just an excellent job of fitting into a team that really needed a win today, not putting too much pressure on themselves, but just playing basketball.
And on both ends, Hamilton with the double-double, 10 rebounds to go.
So final scores for Brampton, as mentioned, 22 for Trenton Flowers, 19 for Justin Hamilton, 12 for Tyrese Hunter, who did a majority of the ball handling. For Ottawa, 19 points for Javante Sparks, 16 for Kobe Elvis. A good job from Ottawa, though, fighting back.
And don't forget Matthew Moncrief with a plus-minus a positive 17. He had a great effect on this game.
Well, the Honey Badgers pull out a victory, 81-76. The losing skid is done. On behalf of my partner, Joe Rasso, our sideline guy, Dee Balsera, our producer, Mason, and our entire talented crew, I'm Matt Bonomi saying so long and thanks for choosing the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Knock 'em out the way, knock 'em out the way, knock 'em out the way. With the head top, time for some action.